We're back again, and this time Rachael is returning as the conquering heroine from being on the radio and saying all these wonderful things about Thrasher Opera House and what we do. And she was there with host Jason Mansmith, and this is what they said.
93.1 and AM 1600 The Wave. Welcome to another edition of Great Day. Jason Mansmith along with you this afternoon. And also welcome to Radio Day 2022. So glad to have you along on this 24th day of March 2022. And we are here to learn about a lot of great area businesses and all the people that are behind them. And we are happy to be joined once again, one of our faves, Rachael from Thrasher Opera House. Hey, Rach, how's it going?
Hey, good. Jason, how are you?
Doing really good. Thanks so much. We want to talk about all the great things that are going on at Thrasher because, as usual, incredible performers and small venue, acoustically amazing, and just an experience that people will not get anywhere else.
Yeah, and it's right here in their backyard. Isn't that
So
amazing?
Cool. So cool. One thing I want to go back just a few weeks. You had your first hip-hop show mixed with bluegrass and gangsta grass. Talk about that. I was there. I don't want to give it away. You tell us about it.
Well, Gangsta Grass is an incredible group of guys. They were actually on America's Got Talent this past year. We had booked them before they got on the show, which was really exciting when they got on the show and then did so well on America's Got Talent. But not only do they blend these two genres that you don't think would go together, hip-hop and bluegrass, but they have this really awesome message behind their show and their music as well. We've never had hip-hop in the Opera House before, and I knew it was going to be a good show because I had seen them play live before, but it blew me away. It was an incredible show. I think everybody who was there was just so in awe of the transformation that happened in the Opera House during that show. And it just goes to show what a flexible hall it really is. We can go from having classical music with the Green Lake Festival to hip-hop, to blues, to jazz. We really do every genre, and there's no limits.
Well, I'm going to call the next couple of runs the country runs a little bit, right? So you got some great country performers coming in there and some performers with some really good pedigrees as well.
Which is Mountain Heart, an Americana folk, sort of bluegrass. They're another one that blends a lot of genres. Mountain Heart's been here before, and actually when I started at Thrasher, all along I've heard people saying, you got to bring Mountain Heart back. So for those of you who've been asking, you know who you are. We are bringing Mountain Heart back. They will be here on April 8th.
First time in a decade for them, they've been back. I did the research, 2012.
Yeah, actually, you should talk about this one since you did their interview.
I did talk to Josh from Mountain Heart, and what a really good band. And we talked about the Grand Ole Opry and a lot of things. The musicians in Mountain Heart are extremely talented.
Yes.
They've got over 130 performances at the Ryman at the Grand Ole Opry. So, you talk about the quality and the just the fantasticness of the performers of that group, and they're pretty special.
Absolutely. I don't know if everyone out there knows, P.S., that Jason now works at the Thrasher Opera House with us.
Shh, really?
I hope I'm allowed to say that.
Absolutely allowed to say that.
So now I can interview you a little bit during these radio days.
Well, you could if you'd like.
No, I'll leave it to you.
You're doing great. But Mountain Heart tickets are still available for that one as well. So this quality entertainment continues and just keeps coming back to the forefront here at Thrasher Opera House. And the amount of work that goes into putting it on in terms of the research that you do and the team does over there to get it done, it's mind-boggling. I've just come into it within a couple of weeks, but it's super impressive.
Yeah, we like to find a good mix of a mix of genres, but also a mix of new and old. Some old favorites, artists that we've had time and time again that never disappoint. But then mix in some of these new up-and-coming bands that are just phenomenal, doing really great things up on stage, and introducing them to our community as well.
Got a couple other bands coming in early May. People's Brothers Band, which is kind of a local, kind of a regional band out of Wisconsin, right?
Madison-based, absolutely. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
And I believe this is their debut on the Thrasher stage.
It is.
It'll be neat. So we're looking forward to them. That's the first weekend in May. Tickets available for that. And then your May, if you want to see a show at Thrasher, might be a little out of luck because some of those shows are sold out already.
Yeah, we have Roger McGuinn and Paul Thorne. Both are sold out already. And those two tend to sell out every time we have them. Roger, we've had once before. Paul Thorne, we like to have annually. Roger McGuinn, of course, was a co-founder of the Byrds. Really amazing guitar player and performer. Those tickets went so fast. And Paul Thorne, if you haven't seen a Paul Thorne show, get it on your schedule to come see Paul Thorne. Because I don't know how to explain the guy, but he's really relatable. And I think that's why a lot of people like his show. But he's like a southern rock genre.
Captivating is the word I would use for a Paul Thorne show. Because, man, he's got that ability to just like when you see a show, sometimes you're like, is he really paying attention to me? You feel he's paying attention to you, right? Every person in that house.
Yeah. Well, and I think that goes along with just a small venue.
Yeah.
You know, to be an audience member in a small venue means at the farthest you're sitting 11 rows back. And so you do get that up close and personal connection with the performer, and they often will tell stories that they wouldn't tell in a big arena or have interactions with audience members that they wouldn't be able to have in a big arena. And I've truly come to love those little unexpected moments of the show where they go off script, or, you know, they don't have to have it as pre-planned because there's not this mega production behind what they're doing. There's quality production, of course, but they're allowed to sort of let the show go in a different direction if that's where the audience is taking it, or if that's where they feel like going at the moment. That's what I love about Thrasher.
Corky Siegel, Randy Sabian coming in later in the month of May as well. Stalwarts in performance in Wisconsin. They are everywhere, and they are great.
Corky is a great dude, man. I've seen him several times at Thrasher. We love him. We love having him back. And he usually brings a different artist with him every time he comes. In this case, it is Randy, who we have had before. And so it'll be a great time.
Roger McGuinn, Paul Thorne, Corky Siegel, People's Brothers, man. That's May.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, you're going to announce a new season in May as well, too, right?
Yes. So stay tuned. Either join our e-blast or just follow us on Facebook so that as soon as we announce this new season, you can get a jump on those tickets. Because as we go on, and especially now sort of post-pandemic mode, tickets go fast. People missed live music. How could you not? And so we only have 200 tickets to sell for every show. That's it. So when we release this next season, I think there's going to be a lot of great things in there that people are going to want to come to see, and you're going to want to get on getting those tickets.
And people are coming back. They're enjoying it. We had our first mask-free show in almost 750 days.
Yeah.
Last week, which is unreal to think. Right?
Is that? I mean, it didn't seem that long.
Right. But it's moving forward. It's looking fantastic. And I want to take a real quick break and then come back.
Okay.
You've got a little announcement to make as well about some things going on inside.
A little announcement about a big deal.
Yeah, Thrasher Opera House coming up here in just a little bit. So we'll continue with more Radio Day with Rachael. We're just going to call it Rachael Day from here on out, here on the wave. Back here on what we're calling Rachael Day.
Yes. Rachael Day.
Radio Day with Rachael from the Thrasher Opera House in Green Lake here on the wave. Jason Mansfield along with you as well. It's a great day. Hope you're doing fantastic. You've got a little project coming into the Thrasher Opera House that is going to make the experience just a little bit better.
Yes, we are getting a new lighting system for the stage.
Fun.
Yeah, it's time. You know, we upgraded our sound system a couple years ago, and this is just the next piece. We're always looking to improve the Opera House any way we can. Last year, we upgraded it in a historical way. We added the new old historic window.
Yeah, correct.
And so this is the next step. So a new lighting system will make the stage even more versatile. So for shows that are classical, more subdued, we'll still have the ability to have that nice warm stage. But then for shows with a little more energy, we're going to have some moving lights and lots of different colors. I mean, right now we have 3 colors, 4 if you count white.
Right.
And we're going to, I don't even know, you probably know
Unlimited.
how many. Unlimited
Yeah.
amount of colors. So we're really looking forward to that upgrade, hopefully happening late this spring, early this summer, with Lighthouse Productions in Green Bay.
The big question is, how does Thrasher Opera House as a nonprofit pay for things like that?
Well, of course, it's our community support and our donor support for many years has led to all of these great things that Thrasher can do. We don't spend this money frivolously. This project has taken a lot of planning. It's been many years in the works. We didn't just decide this year like, hey, let's upgrade the lighting. It's been the product of careful planning with donor dollars to make it happen. So, and of course, we only want to do things that will benefit our donors and patrons with the dollars that they give. And upgrading the lighting not only enhances the audience experience, but also it helps us stay current with some of the tech riders that artists are needing. You know, there's some requirements lighting wise that we have to stay up to date with. And so this step is not just an aesthetic thing, it's also a technical thing that we really needed to do.
So that'll be happening sometime in May?
May, early summer, supply chain.
Supply chain, right.
But we're really excited for when it does happen, and we'll obviously be posting lots of pictures when it does.
One of the things that you've kind of brought to the people who support and people who are learning about Thrasher Opera House is a chance to get more informed about the Opera House and the performers that are coming on in with a podcast that you guys have developed called Thrasher Opera House Presents. And that's a chance for you to talk with not only people that help out at Thrasher, but also the groups that are coming to the Thrasher to perform.
Yeah, it's just one more way to get our message out there of what we've got coming up and all the different things that we do. I've heard it too many times that there's people in this area that don't even know what Thrasher Opera House is or don't even know half the things we do. And we do a lot. It's amazing when I sit back and look at any given week in the Opera House between art exhibits and shows and other events that we're hosting, the amount of things that we do. And so adding this podcast is something I've wanted to do for a long time. And we finally made it happen at the beginning of the year. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify and various other podcast platforms. And it's a weekly thing. The content is, I think, always interesting. Mm-hmm. Some weeks are more interesting than others. Because I'll be real, I'm a real human that has to come up with this stuff every week. But I have a lot of help. Riley Icenagel, who is our sound tech at Thrasher, has sort of co-produced this. And his business, The Nice Sound, is the one producing the podcast week to week. Without his help, it wouldn't have happened. And without his help every week, a show wouldn't happen. So shout out to Riley.
Yeah, and conveniently, he's got some video background as well, too, so you're able to do it via video as well.
Yes.
So not only is it just audio podcast, but it's available on video via YouTube, which is neat. And subscribe, right? Subscribe to the channel. Then you'll get notified every time there's a new podcast that comes out. And you guys are really good about shipping out information on it, too.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to listen. Just like it and follow it.
Right.
That helps us a lot.
Yeah,
and then you can decide if you want to listen or
Yeah,
not.
that would be great. So that would be the good thing. And now I know you guys have kind of updated the website here since maybe the last time that we've chatted.
For sure.
New ticket ways of purchasing and things like that. So let's talk a little bit about some of those things.
Well, I mean, you can still go to thrasheroperahouse.com and buy a ticket. That's the main thing.
Right.
But hopefully our website is more convenient to use, a lot quicker to purchase a ticket, give a donation, sign up to be a volunteer. That's something new we've added on the website is just you fill out a quick form. That's all there is to it. and you can start coming to shows. We're always looking for new volunteers to help at the merch table or at our back bar, stuff like that. And hey, you get to see a free show. So.
Yeah, and even if you're not down with handling money, there's other opportunities, right? I mean, there's
programs at the door.
Right.
Yes, definitely. And there's non-show opportunities too. We have mailings that have to go out, and it's nice to get a group of folks together. It's a really social atmosphere, getting volunteers together to do certain things at the Opera House, helping with our Harvest of Bargains sale, which I'm sure someday we'll talk about on the podcast.
Well, before we get out of here, I actually just want to talk about, I had a chance to meet that crew a couple of weeks ago, and they are awesome.
It's a great group of.
You guys have some of the wonderfulest is that a word? Wonderfulest, but I think it
now.
is volunteers and dedicated people that help you out on that, especially Harvest of Bargains.
You know, and the Thrasher volunteers aren't just volunteers. They really have become part of our family. I've enjoyed getting to know every single person that helps out Thrasher in one way or another. Another perk to being a small organization is just that personal connection with everybody who gets involved. So, yeah.
Contact information, details, all that stuff. How do they go about finding out more information about Thrasher Opera House?
Oh my gosh, all the ways. Join our e-blast. You can do that through our website. Get a ticket. You can do that through our website. You can call us, 920-294-4279, and just chat with us, because we're real people in the office. You're not going to get an automated anything when it comes to Thrasher. I'm probably forgetting. Like us on Facebook so that you get the notifications that way.
Follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
At Thrasher Opera House.
We've got this new marketing director who's like doing all the things. So
hopefully.
There's lots of ways to find out.
YouTube, Spotify, it's all over there for you. So www.thrasheroperahouse.com for more information. Rachel, as always, a pleasure.
Jason, thanks so much.